Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Super Fun Infinite Blessings. I'm Hope Mama Eagle, the founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, which is also Ancestral Reiki, because the best way to know where you're going is to understand where you've been, and the best way to understand where you've been is to connect with your honorable ancestors. So, I don't know about you guys, but last night was pretty incredible. We saw some interesting flashes of light across the sky, and there was an amazing planetary alignment last night. Um, I myself couldn't get to sleep until about 4:25 in the morning because I was seeing crystal clear visions of miracles that are coming regarding my ranch and everything else. And I was just crying tears of joy. Everything was so tangible. And I woke up this morning, the music that I usually listen to had paused itself, and the counter was my twin flames numeric birth date. So I smiled because that told me that good things were going to be happening for him today, too. So we always want to send out, love and light to our soul connections as well. And it's interesting because the ancestors started or have started. I'm on the verge of reconnecting with my Dios Paye, and they've started bringing back these memories that I haven't thought of in almost 2 decades. And one of the stories they're wanting me to share with you guys now is about my brother, White Buffalo Knife. And he tells his story better than me. Excuse me. But the gist of it is that he had a lot going on in his life. He was a youngster, and there was a love involved, and also wanting to go to his chosen school. And was a really hard time in his life, and felt like there was no support, nobody could see him, nobody cared, and tried to end his life with a shotgun. And, the way that he was holding the shotgun, it didn't kill him, but it paralyzed him and it left him blind. And, instead of sitting there, on reservation, feeling sorry for himself, letting his whole life wash away from him, he decided to not only tell his story, but to focus on telling his story at events that helped people beyond adversity, and especially women beyond domestic violence. And that's why I was at that event. I was helping with transcending domestic violence. And, for us to be going through what we're going through, there's no, okay, this person has it better than me, this person has it worse than me. Everyone is on a journey. But one of the things that he talked about that really stuck with me is he says, sometimes in these human bodies, we feel like we don't have any support. And he says, so, the next time you feel like you don't have any support, look down and thank your feet. He said, if something happened to your feet, then put your hands on your heart and thank your heart. Because if your heart wasn't working, you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. You wouldn't be able to listen. You wouldn't be able to make a difference. You just physically wouldn't be here. So no matter what we're going through, the fact that you're watching this video right now, your heart is still working, and sometimes the way we know our heart is working is through our emotions. Sometimes it's tears. My grandma used to say that if something is real enough to bring tears, it's real enough to bring a miracle. And it's interesting because as I said that right now, not only did the counter hit my twin flames birth date again, but you got this nice gentle cleansing rain starting outside, which is going to bring a rainbow. So if you look at that card in the center, the 10 of water, fulfillment, there's your rainbow. So what these cards are telling me here is that, Father of Water, to me, Father is kind of like the King of Cups. So it's someone who has a lot of love to give. Sometimes it's someone sensitive that's been hurt in the past. So because of that, they're very mindful of who they open up to, who they share their love and their time with, But if you see this card, he's got fish, he's wanting to share something that means something to him with someone else. He's wanting to contribute, he's wanting to, uh, I feel like bless is the word, bless someone else. He feels he's been blessed. He wants to bless others. You've got the Ten of Water, which is the fulfillment card. It's also the Ten of Cups. So it's a pinnacle. It's more water, more emotion, but it's a pinnacle. It's like you've reached the top of the mountain. And when you've reached the top of the mountain, you see that rainbow, you see the eagles flying over, you see the water cascading down. There's more than enough water there for the person to gather, for them to share. It's like it's continually replenishing their cup. And when we're with people that honor us, that's what it is. It continually replenishes our cup. And, sometimes next to that card, you've got Daughter of Water, which is interesting. I never noticed her headdress before. I used to have one like that. It looks like there's water being dumped out of her cup. And, sometimes I don't know why someone is saying like your contacts or whatever. Sometimes we have to go through when things start feeling heavy or funky, you go through your contact list. I hear the word purging, purging or letting go of what doesn't feel for your highest good anymore. The Japanese have a practice, I can't remember the name. My twin flame would know it, but it's all about joy. So you hold something to you, you're cleaning your house or, downsizing, you hold something to you. And if it doesn't bring you joy within, I think, 60 seconds, then, you pass it on to someone else because it's not aligned with your vibration. So Daughter of Water, that can be seen kind of as an inner child too. So what it makes me think of is, one of my friends posted something yesterday about the Ho'oponopono prayer and talking about using that to help heal your inner child. So that might be something. I mean, look at that. You've got 3 different cards in water. I don't know why I'm seeing the moon in the background. We just came out of that full moon right now. So that's a crescent moon right there. Kind of makes me think of the universe smiling. So, even as she is dumping that water, I have a tradition that I was taught by my elders that when you open a bottle of water and you're, sitting in the grass or what have you, you always pour the water on the grass first and you say thank you before you drink it yourself. So that kind of makes me think of that too, because I was able to pass that teaching on to my Winona, to my daughter. And maybe that's something to think about next time that you're somewhere, and you're feeling like, I wish I had more support or what have you. Sometimes that little act of pouring some water on the grass before you drink it yourself, and teaching that to your kids or teaching that to other people's kids is just a reminder to always be grateful for what we have, trusting we're always being supported in some way. And, here you've got the spirit guide. So you see the 3 people, they're on a journey. And you've got that spirit guide in the sky, there's your ancestors right there. They're showing the depiction of a holy woman and an eagle. So, it's like she's watching over the journey, she's guiding them in the right direction. They may or may not sense that she's there, but either way, it's still helping. So whatever journey you find yourself on today, know that there's people that are wanting to share their wisdom and their provisions with you. Know that honoring your emotions and being grateful for what you have is going to bring what you need. Don't be afraid to let go of things that no longer serve your highest good. Know that you've got ancestors that are guiding and protecting you every step of the way. And, the next time that you feel like you need extra support, thank your feet. Can't thank your feet, thank your heart. Because what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So namaste, optimistic. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I can't believe that 800 people have seen my mission statement on my YouTube within 2 weeks. 22 subscribers, but 800 people have seen that. So that means 800 people received a blessing that they weren't even expecting. So we're always guided where we need to be, when we need to be there. So my prayers are with you guys, and I will look forward to talking with you soon.